also just output one of them. Register them and pass it should be at least 7 alphanumeric characters. Okay. Right. So user 123, user 123. So that's your start validation side. Nobody signed. And if it did not work, I know why it didn't work. You should look at the log, and I think I can kind of guarantee the problem is.
My problem is with the database, that I know.
So the problem is here. Problem is with the DB script. So DB has a statement where when you create your table, so I'm saying user is experts are that local host, and the passive probably is sensor 1, 2, 3.
So I have to give this.
When you created the sensor set for SQL, right, and just follow it because you must have this schema. If you do not have the schema, all of the queries you will not be able to find them. So you should have.
But we have to use the express to create a base. It won't work.
So whatever the username and password is here, as you know that eventually you're using Hibernate. So Hibernate is expecting you to have the same values. So that's your Hibernate confidence level. So if you change that, you need to change your username and password here, and that's what is breaking. So I think for people who are not developing it, they should just follow what it is. If you know, for example, you guys are going to develop it, so probably you can recreate it and you can change it and you can deal with it.
But if multiple people use the same username, wouldn't there be a conflict?
It's not about multiple users, right? Why? It's your local box, right? And on server, you will have a single user password, whatever that thing is, right? Right. So say that
database we are creating in our
right.
Our
right. That's the local server.
Where is the actual DB? Thing?
Okay. You installed MySQL. Remember, there's a step.
No. This is okay, but does the sunset definitely work as a thing?
Yeah. The actual product Sunset definitely is on the server in the UK.
Okay, so that will have a database, right?
Right.
So
it will have its own login password and things like that.
So if we create some tables, in future if we create a file, that means addition to the system, we can create it locally, but how will we upload it to the SQL server?
So if you change something, the query, if you change the query, make sure it's working for you, give it to me, I'll load it. Generally, there's a release engineer, Marty was doing it, but probably not too many people should do it because there's a lot of confusion, right? If something is working for you, just give it to me, I'll upload it. And so this is the product actually which is live. That's one thing. What else?
And would you be also able to put the people in the development? So when you send any development questions, you will make sure everybody.
So what happens? Any email you send to some technology development. Everybody sees it.
Okay.
And because I think that will be ideal because people will see anybody can give a comment or help or maybe you can help others because you probably have more skills than.
Yeah, but in the groups I see a lot of QA related emails. I don't see
a lot of development. There are more QA people working on it than the development. And code already was developed and probably QA was working on it.
Okay.
And probably if you do it, probably you will do bug fixes to start with. And then new enhancements. Right. So you will at least know where. Right. So if you're not part of this group, you should join the group, right? And instructions are.
I didn't know that in the
right.
Product development, right?
So and people who do not know, they can get the instructions here. How to join the development group. Probably I should also add that. I think number 0, join product development group.
How do we get access to the bug fixes?
I will create an account. Right. So, let me get to her issue because I know that where she's struggling, and that's a big struggle actually. So to get the app working, I forgot the password, but anyways, on this one, and I think it's just really.
You copy paste your own.
I don't remember. What did you say? Do you remember? The user_1 and user123. So you can log in now. Or ABC1234. Let's remember. That's good. User_2, user123, user123, user A@8. And user_2, right? User123. So I do not have any exams yet, right? But to do that, the way it's driven by your exam qualification table. So come here, button. Select start from exam qualification, and that probably will be empty for you. To give full path actually. So you need to create a record here. Okay. And before that, you need to know for which user. So start from user, and that will give you just like fully qualify the table. So yeah. So user 2, and the ID is 5, right? ID is 5. You should remember that. I have to create a new an ID. So I would probably should do insert into values, right? So and I would say like which columns. So that's user ID, comma, exam ID, comma, token, comma, token expiry, comma, okay. And the values you can give is user ID I know is 5 here in this case. Exam ID is probably 1. You can look at like exam ID is your exam table. Token, give whatever token. And token expiry is 2010 12. And this should, so it creates a row there. I'm going to copy it actually to explain what I did. Let me just like verify this is working. Okay. Resend it. View my exam. It will show me this exam.
Okay, can you click on continue?
It's 2 hours. So we should look at this error also, and we can look at the log and we'll find it. But let me just document this step. Okay. Look at the log.
Oh, it's not.
You should actually, right? So So basically, how to create a record for taking exam. Right. So for that, this is execute this, and this will give you this. Once you do it, then you probably get the list, right? Say we got that. Password? Oh, yeah, that's because I'm hashing it. You can see the password. See, I'm putting all my skills. Every file hash is a way to do it.
So in the code will be,
yeah, the code does that. You will see that. Okay. And you will get that. And so your ID is, so user ID is 5. Then you run the other query. So Monica, you're able to follow this, right? And we are recording it, so probably that should be good enough.
Yeah.
And then
So I have to give the exam first, like?
Yes. So if you want to take the exam,
Yeah.
then you probably really want to get this. Then only you can take the exam, because you as a tester will test what's happening.
Okay.
Right? So basically you need to insert. Insert a new record in exam qualification table, and for that, right, so you will see that there's a new record now here. It will create a new license. Okay. So now you have the record, right? And once you have the record, then you can just go and start taking the exam, right? And when you click on My Exams, if you yeah, so there are like 3 parts, and I think there's like it will. Oh, I created 2 times. I should not actually, right? I'm going to delete one. Okay. I can go and right click and delete. Delete from where ID equals 13. So you don't have to do it, of course, right? So when I click on My Exams, you will see an exam now. When you look at My Exams page, so like here, and of course there's an error, and I need to fix it. So let's see how we'll fix it, right? This is what the step is, right? And I'm going to leave at that stage, but we should stop recording because I want to fix it debug it out. So I'll stop recording at this time, Monica, because it's not useful beyond this, because I want to kind of debug it.